everybody, I'm Mrs. Insane Witch. Welcome to another Gems of War video. And today we have Faction Assault. 3-day Faction Assault for the weekend. So first let's go to the shop and buy... What do I want to buy? I'm only going to buy to tier 3 because of the new troop, because I already have the purification done. There's no need to spend unnecessary gems. If you need to do the purification, it's always good and try to take advantage of the 3-day faction, because you will have more boosts on the power potions and all the potions. It will help a little bit more, but minimum you will have to buy 2 times tier 7 minimum, depending on your luck if you can do it first time or not. So we bought until tier 3 to get the new troop, and new troop. So this new troop, so pull an enemy to the front and deal between 23 and 47 on my account. On yours maybe the numbers are a little bit different. So deal between some damage to some damage to them, to the enemy that was pulled to the front. So boosted by my armor, and there is a 15% chance to self-destruct. So as any other troop on this faction, on this delve, there is a 25% chance to self-destruct. So it has reduced damage from skulls by 25%, gain armor on 1 armor on 4 or 5 gem matches, and gain 5 magic when attacking delve. So the traits are also useful for the delve. It can be useful for the pure faction also, because we can pull the annoying troop. What's his name? Think what? Think Steam Whistle is the most annoying troop on the pure faction, and he is always on last place. So with this troop now we can pull him to the front and take... we can pull him to the front and take care of him quickly if he does not self-destruct. But then again we can always pull 1 too if we manage to summon one of them. So it can be a useful troop for the pure faction 500. I will have to try it, and I will post later or tomorrow. So let's go show some teams for the pure faction. 1, 2, 3. So this is the new map. No, I think it is, because the other one had 4 battles. Okay. I don't know, but apparently there is a new map. 3-day faction assault always brings a new map. I think the old one we had to do 4 battles for the... No? I don't remember. Really don't remember. Copy. So let's show the first team for this pure faction. So as you can see, this was the team I used on my pure faction. I will post that later too. So I will post pure factions with the old team and trying the new team also. So with the new troop. Yes. But now let's show some teams for the faction assault. So three finesses, three finesse that will deal damage, some damage to an enemy and a random enemy, and if the enemy uses yellow mana, deal double damage. If there is a storm, give 6 mana to all allies. And the third trait also, first trait first, deal double skull damage versus yellow enemies, and then there is reduce damage from skulls by 50% and deal 4 to all, give 4 to all skills on all Strix allies when matching 4 or more gems. So 3 finesses and the Nimbus bow that will deal damage to an enemy boosted by Strix ally, then create a mix of 6 blue and yellow gems for each Strix ally. And we are using Stormcaller, and you can also use Staff of Storms instead of Nimbus bow. So if you don't have this one, you can use Staff of Storms. So let's go to battle. So to battle. Yes, if you are new to the game, you can only get this troop finesse on guild seals. So it's a guardian troop. You can only get it by opening guild seals. Okay, so we kinda want yellows, yes, but no yellows on the board. Okay. We need yellows. So yellows. With this team we want a bunch of yellows. Okay. Okay, let me do another battle, then I will pause the video and do all the other battles and come back on the last room. So for the pure faction, and you will have to do all the rooms so you do not lose any birds. Yes, if you don't have many gems and you want to try and do the pure faction on the weekend, you will have to buy 2 times tier 7, and you will always have to do all the rooms so you don't lose any birdies. Okay, now I am going to pause the video, do all the other rooms, because this is the only annoying thing about showing teams in the pure on the delves or on the pure the faction assaults is that we have to do all the rooms before we can change teams. So I will be doing all of these rooms. I will come back on the last one. See you in a bit. So I did all the rooms. I got a birdie in the meanwhile. And let's battle again. If you are a new player to the game, you can always work on your faction, on your delves, little by little, and you always take advantage of the faction assault of the week on Tuesdays, and the 3-day faction assault to get a little bit further. It's always useful. That's how I did mine. I took advantage of the faction assaults, and I worked on one all week to get it even further, and I always took advantage of the faction assaults to advance the others a little bit more. And I put all my delves at 500, and then I started working on the pure factions. Also took advantage of 3-day faction assaults to finish some of them. Okay, so I am going to show another team now. So these teams are more low level. So Mountain Crusher now for mana, Gargoyle to deal damage, and it will deal some splash damage to an enemy boosted by all allies attack and explodes 2 gems. And it has reduced damage for home skulls by 50%, also has reduced damage by from spells by 25%, and gain 9 armor when attacking delves. I don't know why I'm reading this on the wrong order, but okay. And RP Mage that will conjure a Dust Storm, then choose an ally and explode a number of gems of their mana colors. So, and she will start battle with 75% mana with the 3rd trait. So let's go to battle. You can use any troops that are red or yellow. They are the only troops you can use on this faction. So any red troops or any yellow troops, it's all good. Depending on the troops that you have. I am showing these teams, but this is just suggestions. Okay, and again going to do one more fight, then pause the video, do all the other ones, and come back on the last fight. If you don't want to try and do the pure faction, to collect all the rewards, I think tier 3 minimum is enough. That's what I bought, but in some rare occasions sometimes we do have to buy one more tier, but minimum tier 3 to collect all the rewards. And for the pure faction, tier 7 2 times, but you will have to do all the rooms for or to get all the rewards, or for the pure faction with minimum 2 tier 7s, you will always have to do all the rooms to get there. So I'm going to pause the video, I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, done all the rooms, going for the last one. So another thing I want to say is that these teams, the first one, this one, and the next one that I'm going to show, are for low levels. They can go easy to level 90, 100, sometimes a little bit more, but 100 max, easy. Now I'm going to show the other team. And then I have two teams for mid-level with no mythics. First let me show this one, the last one for low level, and paste. So they can go up to level 90, 100, 100 easy, sometimes a bit more, but as we go it will be a bit difficult. We will have to cast more and more the troops, and when we have these events we want to go fast. So yeah, I don't know if we had already had a 3-day yes, a 3-day faction assault for Tinkertown, but this is the other map. Now we have 4 battles in the middle. So now the best to do the pure faction would be the 3 fights. It's quicker. Okay, so let me do another fight here, and then I will pause the video and do the other rooms. Oh, I forgot. No, we are sorry. We are using black manacles that will deal damage to all enemies with a 20% chance to devour a random enemy. So we are always hoping for the devour. Ursuvius that will deal 73 in my case. So it will deal some damage to all enemies boosted by burning and enrage allies and enemies. And we have King Mikhail that explodes a row and deal some damage to all enemies and deal 9 more damage if I am enraged. And Ursula that will deal scatter damage boosted by enrage allies and enrage all allies and give them 6 attack, but the third trait is important for all Urska allies that start with 50% mana. To start with 50% mana. So okay, what do I want? What we want? We can do some browns. Let's cast. Let's see. No devour. Oh, pity. Let's cast King Mikhail, and we are done. Okay, I'm going to pause the video now, do all the other battles, and come back in a bit. Okay, done all the rooms. Now let's go for the last one. What do we want to do? Okay, we can do this, and now do this, and we are done. Okay, so now I am going to show some teams for mid-level with no mythics. Okay, so these teams can go up to level 500, but they don't have mythics. So we are using Shield of Furskaya that will give an ally some armor depending on your level and your power levels and the kingdom levels. So some armor boosted by all enemy attack, then enrage and barrier them. So give an ally armor boosted by all ally attack and enrage and barrier them, and All giant allies will start with 50% mana with the third trait, plus plus all ally giants gain 2 life and gain 1 life on 4 or 5 gem matches, but this will only be applicable to the hero, to the weapon. So we have Bork to generate mana and 2 Teslas. So deal 8 true scatter damage boosted by all ally and enemy armor, and gain 2 attack and armor to all allied mechs. So mechs only Bork. When matching for more gems. Okay, so we want to cast shield of Urskaya on Teslas, or even on herself, on the shield, to gain armor and don't die. So the more you cast the shield of Urskaya, the more damage Tesla will do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter on which troop you cast shield, but you can cast it on herself to get a little more armor too, and then you can cast it also on the other troops to boost the armor also, and then you can, depending on what level you are, you cast Tesla and it is done. The more armor, the better. So yes, and as you go up, the higher the level, the higher the damage too, because Tesla will count the armor of the enemy too. So I am going to pause now and come back when I've done everything. Okay, cleared all the rooms. Let's go to the last battle. Okay, before I forget, you have to be careful if you get webbed, because when you get webbed, you will only deal one, you will only give one armor boost. So be careful if you get webbed, and be careful if the ally gets submerged, because if he gets submerged, it's going to be a little bit tricky to kill. So, and you cast shield on any troop you want, and then you can see the boost of the damage that you will do here. So just for you to know, the ratio of the boost is here, and you can see if you are in higher levels, you can see if it is enough or not, or if you have to cast shield again to boost a little bit more. So this is where you can see it. That is what I wanted to say before I forgot. Okay, so I am going to grab another team now. Another team. So the second team with no mythics for mid-level, but it can go up to level 500 too. So edit, manage and paste. See, this what? Okay, I may have done. Okay, I copied. No, I did something wrong. Okay, again. Why, woman? Why? Copy. And now Now we can paste. Okay, so we are using rat that will transform blue gems to brown and yellow to skulls, enrage all allies and burn all enemies. So reflex, it has immunity to burning and fairy fire, reflects 25% of skull damage, and explode 2 random gems when I deal skull damage. RP Mage will conjure under Dust Storm, then choose an ally and explode a number of gems of that ally, so of their mana colors. And there is a 25% chance to summon Blade Wing when an enemy dies. So if we need to summon a troop and we kill an enemy, there is a 25% chance to summon a Blade Wing and starts battle with 75% mana. Sir Quentin Headley will convert purple gems to yellow and green gems to skulls, and will deal a number of damage to 2 random enemies, and all knight allies start with 50% mana. And Doomed Glaive, so this is a skull based team. Doomed Glaive will deal a number of damage to all enemies, +1 per tempering level. So if depending on the level you have the weapon traded, you will deal +1. And convert brown gems to doom skulls if the enemy has a doom. So I don't think there are dooms on the delve, so forget about that, it's not important. And okay, let's go to battle. This is a skull based team. He can go up to level 502. It's a bit slow, but he can do the job. Okay, transform blue to brown and yellow to skull. So blue to brown and yellow to skulls. We have a match 5 here and a little bit more, and now this one purple to yellow and green to skulls. So this is always a headache for me. This to this, that to that. So okay, we have a match 5 around here, so yes, green skull. So, and we are done. We have to think a little bit, but he can do the job. It's a little bit slow, but he can do the job. And if you are up to it and you like to do damage with skulls, this is a fun team. So we are going to cast RP Mage on red to get the mana started. And now what do you do? I always forget. Blue to brown, yellow to skulls. So blue to brown, yellow to skulls. No matches, so let's do some browns and get Sir Quentin Headley going and see. Purple to yellow, green to skulls. So we can do green to skulls. Let's do that. And this is blue to brown and yellow to skulls. So no yellow to skulls, no blue to brown. So weapon, brown gems to doom skulls. Okay, doesn't matter, it will deal damage, so it is done. But skull, skull, skull. Okay, I am going to pause the video now, do everything else, and come back on the last room. Okay, clear everything, but I am going to jump outside for a bit. Forget about that, and we are going to Cristara. Not to Cristara, to Underworld. And let me show you something. So, in this game, everything has to do with everything. So don't forget to upgrade your horde level to quality 10, and then level up a little bit more to get some potions, because everything has to do with everything. Power levels, kingdom level, your level, the horde, the level of the horde on the factions, every one of them. So everything counts to magic, to power level, to everything. So don't forget, you always have to upgrade as you can. And now we go back. So let's go back to battle. So upgrade everything as you can. It will take time, but the more you have upgraded and the more you power levels and kingdom levels and everything, the more you have leveled, the more magic, the more attack, the more power you will have. So everything counts for everything. Don't forget that. You will always have to upgrade as you go and as you can. Okay, so this is blue to brown and yellow to skulls. Blue to brown and yellow to skulls. We got nothing, so let's cast RP Mage. Blue to brown. Blue to brown, yellow to skulls, and green to, okay, purple to yellow and green to skulls. Okay, let's cast this one. And again. And we are done. Okay, so these two teams that I showed were for mid-level no mythics, and they can go up to level 500. And now I'm going to go and show you some high-level teams, so with mythics. Okay, so edit, paste, and paste. So this is a standard team. Everybody uses this team or used this team, but this is a very good team. So Essence of Evil to do all the bad things. Then we have Angry Mob to generate mana, and Centuragon that will transform. Okay, there is a 10% chance to devour, so we can devour. And okay, the 10% chance to devour a random enemy, with 10 more for each wild card on the board, and then convert all skulls to ×2 wild cards. Okay, and Zulgot that will insta-kill an enemy, burn and freeze all remaining enemies, and create 12 skulls. and it is immune to all status effects, so this team is an oldie. But I really have not played with this team in a long time. Okay, okay, I forgot. So we are using Sun Spear. If you have it at level 100, it's better.
No, it's necessary.
It's necessary. So at level 100, it's necessary. To enchant Anela. Okay, I'm lost. What? Fuck. Okay, I'm not lost anymore. So, Sun Spear at level 100, because Fire Blade will deal a triple skull damage to burning enemies. So with this one is best, and also to entangle, not to entangle, so, and you will cast Essence of Evil always on the first troop, so you are a bit safer. It's always necessary to not how do you say, unnecessary risks. So entangle, do all the bad things with Essence of Evil on the first troop. Okay, so now let's cast Centuragon, yes, cast Centuragon. And now we cast Zul. And yes, now everybody is burning. Let's cast Centuragon again. And now Zul. And Centuragon again. And he does not want to devour, but yeah, you catch the drift. Cast Essence of Evil to take care of the first enemy, so he can't do damage to us, and then Angry Mob, Centuragon, and Zulgot. Mostly Centuragon and Zulgot once the thing gets going. But these teams are for high level. They work best in every level, but for our levels they are quicker. So okay, let's cast Centuragon, and now Zul. Essence of Evil on that one. And we are done. So I am going to pause the video now, take care of the rest of the rooms, and come back in a bit. Okay. Cleared all the rooms, and we are going to the last battle. But before I forgot, on the last team that I showed that there had no mythics, so the one with Doomed Glaive that was skull based, if you don't have that weapon is in the Soul Forge this week to craft, but it is 900 diamonds, so only go get it if you can. If you can't manage your diamonds, because you will need a lot of the kingdom weapons to upgrade the power level. But if you don't know and if you don't have it, it is there this week. Doomglaive is on the Soul Forge for 900 diamonds. Okay, so let's do the last battle and then I will show you another team for high level. Okay, we kinda needed greens, so we could cast essence. Match for here. Okay, in this case we are going to cast Angry Mob. Okay, no need for essence, so it is done. And we are going to grab another team. Okay, so second team for high levels. And paste. Okay, so we have High King Irongut that will deal some damage to an enemy with a chance to devour them equal to my attack and gain an extra turn. And it also steals 4 life from the first enemy when matching brown gems. So the deal with King Irongut is attack. So mine is at 102, but if yours is lower than that, you can always get out. Go to your medals and use 3 medals of seasons to boost Irongut's attack. So each medal will boost 4 attack, life and armor. So if you use 3, you will have 12 more attack. So always use medals of season with your Irongut. If your Irongut is if the attack of your Irongut is lower than 100. So I have to paste it again. Yes. So let's see. Now as you can see, I have 12 more attack. So I had 102 and now I have 114. So if you are lower than 100, it's always good to use 3 medals of seasons. And Angry Mob for fast mana and also summon if needed. So Wand of Stars for the Wondrous Things and Zul'Gott. So Wand of Stars is here for not for the one, also for the Wondrous Things, but to curse against dwarfs and because Irongut will not devour if they are not cursed, because they are immune to devour unless they are cursed. And also we can use one to cleanse ourselves if needed, but mostly curse and Zul. So let's go to battle. In my opinion, for higher levels, this is the best team because it's really fast. Irongut will devour and gain an extra turn, and then if you have Zul'Gott full, you can cast Zul to kill another troop, and you then Irongut can, depending on the on what you devoured already, can insta kill another troop with skulls. So it's very quick. So we want to fill up Angry Mob to start the party, to get this party going. Now we cast Angry Mob, and now we cast Irongut, So this one cannot be targeted by spells, but if he is cursed, he can be targeted. So always cast wand first to the ones that cannot be targeted or that are immune to devour. As I am in a low level battle, there is no need for that, but on higher battles there will be need for that. So don't forget, always cast one to curse everybody, and then you can cast Irongut and then Zul and kill everybody with skulls, and it's very, very quick. So angry mob to start the party, and now we can devour. Again, the devour part will only work depending on your attack, so the more attack the better. Don't forget to use 100.
100% or 100.
Or closer to 100, because if you are at 60% only or 70, it will depend on that percentage to devour. So more attack on Irongut, more, at least 100%. It's the best. So let's cast angry mob again, and now we can finish with Zul. Okay, and I'm going to pause the video, do all the rest, you know the drill. Okay, dogs. So cleared all the rooms. Let's go to the last one and then show you another team for high level. Okay, get angry mob going, and let's cast Irongut, and now cast Zul, and finish with what? Okay, it was blessed or barriered or something, don't know. So finish with skulls. Okay, now we done. Okay, dogs. So last team for high level. Let me see what is the team. I have to go change my medals. Or not. Okay, no need to change the medals because we still have Irongut. Yes, but for the sake of the video, I'm using the medals. Okay, dogs. So we have arboreal crystal in first place that will explode a number of green gems depending on all your levels. Don't forget that is always depending on your levels. So and grant a random status effect to all elemental allies, then summon an elemental. So we are using elementalist, yes? Yes. Okay, so no, so arboreal crystal will entangle the first enemy when we cast on one of the upgrades. So we can edit and see. Yes, upgrade weapon. So which one is it? Tangling. So at level 7 it will entangle the first enemy. So it is here mostly because the first enemy will start it entangle if needed, just in case. So Bork for mana, fast mana. High King Irongut, don't forget, always use 3 medals of seasons if your Irongut has less than 100 attack. And it's the same thing, gain an extra turn and has a chance for devour. And Chatarask, Churrasco, to insta-kill an enemy. So the same thing as Zul, but instead of Zul we are using Chatarask, and he will also Fairy Fire and stun, those things, do the bad things also. So it's mostly the same thing, but without skulls, yes. So we want to get Bork going, and if needed we can cast Arboreal Crystal to entangle the first enemy, and then we cast Irongut and cast Bork again, and we can cast Chatarask and Irongut and Chatarask. So it's also fast and can go up to level 500. Another battle, and then I'm going to pause the video and come back in the end. So let's kill the first one already. Now cast Bork, and we can cast Irongut now and Katrashk, and now we are going to explode and cast either one of them, and the battle is done. Don't forget, on more higher levels, the more Irongut hits, the more insta-kill he will do with skulls. With this team it will not work unless you get skulls on the board, but with the Zul it works like that. So let's pause the video and come back in a bit. Okay, scratch what I said, that the skull things only works with Zul. Because Irongut is in the first position. On this team it will not work because Irongut is in the third position. So scratch that. Skulls will not work here. Forget about that. Only on Zul's team. Okay, I'm back. Last battle, and I do have one more team to show after. So finish this one and show the last team. Okay, let's cast Arboreal and cast Bork. Now we cast Irongut. Oh, okay. Bugger. I casted Irongut on the wrong thingy. Okay, let's cast Bork again. Now we cast Katrashk. Yes. And now we can cast Bork because it is already cursed. Not Bork, Irongut, yes. So to curse in this team we have to use Katrask to curse the troops. And now we can cast Irongut and it is done. So there are some teams that are immune to devour or cannot be targeted by other spells, so we will have to curse them first and then we can give food to Irongut. Okay, so one more team. So last team, and this team is fast with the new mythic. So let's put it on the screen. fast with the new mythic. So we are using Stella. To do what Stella does, most of you already know. One for the wondrous things, Takshaka, and Faro Kafru. So new mythic, and we are using elementalist also. So let's go to battle. And okay, let's cast Stella. Take note that this is a fast team. It can go up to level 502. Can go up to 502. But on more higher levels, you will have to swap one with Stella, so we can get mana a little bit faster, because we will have to cast Stella more than once, unless you are one of those players that buy tier 7 8 times and get a lot of boost to go quicker to the end. But yes, swap on higher levels, swap Stella with Wand, so we can fill Wand of Stars and give mana to everybody. And also because Wand will gain barrier because of Rock Solid with the elementalist trait. No? Keep. Yes, Rock Solid. Gain a barrier when matching brown gems, so it will be best to have Wand of Stars in first slot. So let's go to battle. And so as you can see, I don't know at what level I am, and Stella already does not kill insta-kill, but this is quick also, and as you go you have all the other troops, for Takashka also feels and can kill, so it's a very fast and quick team. Just don't forget to swap Stella and Wand. Put Wand in first place, Stella in second, because of Rock Solid for more higher levels. And I am going to pause the video, come back for the last battle and finish the video. Okay, just want to say one thing. As I was doing the battle, I remembered something. And if you are using Irongut, when you change themes, don't forget to change your medals again for niches or whatever you have. You can also get a news, but nations is best. That's why my Stella was not insta-killing at level 100, so don't forget that. So, and now I am going to pause again, and I'll come back in a bit. Okay, I'm back, and let's go do the last room. And these were the teams I had to show for this faction assault. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm a little bit tired. So yeah, but with little potions, and because I only bought tier 3, I do not have many potions. And yeah, we do have to cast Stella more than once at level 100, even with the niches. It's depending on the level of the room that you are. But if you bought to tier 7, you can go a little bit more. Okay guys, so these were the teams that I had to show. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. And I will see you on tomorrow's video. Bye!